In Netherlands, you rarely pay by cash. You go for pinnen. For more prices, you can check nambio.com.
Speaking about finance, it is important to know that we are all in Leiden. However, the expenses are for some higher and for some lower. For example, it can really matter in which supermarket you shop. Some are cheaper, some are more expensive, and that can really change how much you spend a month for your groceries, for example. Also, going out can be rather expensive, so also keep that in mind. And when it comes to rent, finding a room around 350 is almost impossible. If you go a bit higher, around 400 to 700, you can surely find a room. 800 is a lot for a room. Studios, they go even a bit higher, and then sky is the limit. So keep that in mind. So you don't need to buy all those expensive books. This is new Friends with Benefits. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can get them from friends or secondhand.
So Boris, what about your hobbies?
Well, I really enjoy checking Duo whether I'm eligible for student finance, also checking out the mails when you get updates, and this is my guilty pleasure, requesting my parental income. All of my absolute favorites. Now seriously, this part might be a bit more dry, that's true. But it's nonetheless very important that you watch it through, as this might help you finance your studies. There are three main options. First one, tuition fee loan. It covers the expenses of your tuition fees and you have to pay it back with interest. It's a loan. Second option is student finance loan. It covers your living expenses such as rent, groceries, and you have to pay it back with an interest. Now the third options. Jasper, can we do a gray filter? Student supplementary grant. Well, this topic is as fuzzy as this mic. What it means that if you are working or have a part-time job, at least 56 hours a month, depending on your parental income, you might be eligible for student supplementary grant, which can be up to 420 euros a month above your salary from a job. But here is the thing. There is a lot of gray zone when it comes to whether it is actually 56 hours or not. I've heard stories about people working less and still receiving it. I've heard stories about people who are working more and not receiving it. So my advice would be try it. Try, email them again, call again, really persevere and try to see whether you are eligible. When you get rejected, try it again because it can really be helpful. And yes, it's not easy, it's far from easy, it takes a lot of time, but it's a great option as you don't have to pay it back if you finish your studies within 10 years of your starting your degree. So that's something to really consider. And now for the non-EU students. We did not forget about you, yet there are more possibilities for EU students. However, there are also possibilities for non-EU students. You can check out studyinholland.nl in the finance subtab and you can find many grants and scholarships which I encourage you to apply for. Maybe that can be something that can help you support your studies in the Netherlands. However, keep in mind that the deadlines might be sooner, so make sure to apply in time. And now there is a time for the more juicy part. So there is a toeslagen, which means like taxes, but those are good taxes. It actually supports you. For example, there is the huurtoeslag. If you have your own kitchen, your own entrance door and own bathroom, so you have own studio or apartment, then you might be eligible for huurtoeslag, which supports the cost of your rent. It can be a great option, so check it out in the belastingdienst.nl. And another toeslag, which you definitely should know about, and we already mentioned it in the health video, make sure to check it out, is the zorgtoeslag. That one can support your cost when it comes to health insurance. That's all nice, juicy stuff, which can help you with your financial expenses. It's very important that you know your status. Are you a refugee or asylum seeker studying with a child or disability? Make sure to know your status and check for what possibilities there might be for you. It's very important. You can consult it with a study counselor at Leiden University or with another advisors from different institutions. You can also search for those. In the city of Leiden, there is a great service. It's called Shout! Leiden. And they provide counseling in regarding finance for all the students in the city of Leiden for free. You can use the chatbot and chat with them online, or you can schedule an appointment and they can give you personal advice for what you need, because speaking about financial problems and the possibilities can be very important.
Hey, did you tell them about Kringloop?
Oh yeah, Kringloops are these stores where you can find secondhand almost anything, starting from books, clothes, furniture, sports gears, anything for very good prices. Make sure to check them out.
Come on, Boris, what about the market?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Market. Every Saturday in the main streets of Leiden, there is a market happening. You can buy your fruits, veggies, and much more here for great prices. That's also something to save money and get the vibe of Leiden. Make sure to check them out. So being a student might mean that you struggle financially sometimes. And that's okay. Now you know who you can turn to discuss that. Also talk to your friends about it. Share your tips with each other. And finance and its struggle really doesn't have to be a taboo. And even better if it's not. And one more thing. Going low budget, I understand it. However, taking few euros to enjoy sunshine on a beautiful terrace, having coffee or a beer with your friends can be something to really make the difference in your day. So, would you like to go for a beer, Jasper?